What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Field Series Review. So today we're going to compare the Sitka Gear Kelvin Aero Lite Vest and the Sitka Gear Ambient 100 Vest. All right, guys. So today we're going to compare head-to-head the Sitka Gear Kelvin Aero Lite Vest with the Sitka Gear Ambient 100 Vest. So before we jump into all that, make sure you drop down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, run over to Instagram, give us a follow, and see what's happening over there. Don't forget about our sponsor, Kuwano Gear, Kuwano.com. Use promo code FSReview. Get you 10% off between now and Christmas and get that loved one or that hunter and fisherman in your life something good to go under the Christmas tree. So today we're going to be comparing these two vests. And why we're doing the comparison of these two vests is because they have a lot of similarities, then they also have some major differences. And so we'll just start with some of the similarities and just some of the housekeeping. Both of these vests are going to come in at $200. Both of these vests are going to have, are not windproof, but they do have a DWR outer. And both of these vests have Primaloft insulation to provide you additional warmth. So they can be very, very lightweight, but also very warm. They're both designed to be packed down, hiked in, moved in, whatnot, and then put on for those static sits to be able to generate heat underneath a shell. There are some big differences in them though, and if you just look at them side by side, you can see some of the differences. So the Kelvin Aero Lite Vest is going to be your traditional like trekker's vest, your traditional backpacker's vest. It's very shiny. It's got that recyclable material outer, and it's much more loud. This vest originated on the big game line and has now been moved into the waterfowl and whitetail lines with elevated two color options, marsh, timber, and whatnot. But at its heart and soul, it is a backpacker or trekker's vest. It is designed to be packed in, take up very little room, take it out for those static sits or at camp or whatnot, or to layer under a shell and to start to generate that warmth next to your vitals. The ambient vest, on the other hand, is much more quiet. It's not as shiny, it's not as flashy. It's more of a pale color or more like a matted color. It's more quiet. It has a fleece line on the inside and then Primaloft insulation in between there. And this is designed very similar to pack in and to layer underneath a waterproof or windproof shell, but it's just a little bit different outer. It's got the ripstop outer. It's not as flashy and it's definitely not as loud. So if you're looking for something for whitetail turkeys or whatnot where you need to be really quiet, the ambient's going to be something that's going to be a little bit more up your alley. The way that they're designed and constructed is very similar. Both of them are going to have two hand pockets and a breast pocket with a zip, so you can lock your keys, your phone, anything like that in there, zip them up so you don't lose them. The Kelvin Aero Lite Vest is going to come with a drawstring at the bottom. So you're going to be able to tighten it down around your waist, where the Ambient is not going to have that drawstring. Now, both of these are extra large, and I've put them both on with at the same time, well, not the same time, I put them both on one after another, and the Ambient definitely has a more athletic feel to it. It definitely, even though it doesn't have the drawstring at the bottom, you almost don't need it because of the way that it fits you. I like the way the Ambient vest fits and feels better than the Kelvin. Kelvin's just loud. It kind of it's a puffy jacket. I mean, it's in that family, the puffy vest, and it definitely sticks out a little bit more, and it just doesn't have quite the same fit as the Ambient. I Between the two, I like the Ambient, but a lot of people love this Kelvin Aero Lite Vest because it's so light and because of how much warmth that it creates based on just how light that it is. It doesn't take up much room. You get it in and out of your pack very easy, but it generates a lot of heat. Ambient does the same thing, right? It's very, very light and generates a lot of heat. So it's really coming down to a personal preference when do you want something a little more form fitting that's not quite as loud, or do you want something that packs maybe a little bit easier, but you don't mind it being a little louder because you're hunting game from farther away, or you've got this underneath a shell. All right, guys, so I hope you liked the quick breakdown of the Kelvin Aero Lite Vest and the Ambient Vest. You really can't go wrong with either one. It's just going to depend on a preference. Do you want something a little more quiet, or do you want something that's um, got more of a puffy feel to it, a puffy design, maybe generate maybe a little bit more heat? You don't mind it being a little bit louder and a little bit more shiny, then you definitely want to look at the Kelvin Aero Lite Vest. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure you drop down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out our sponsors over at Kawano Gear. You can use promo code FSReview, get you that 10% between now and Christmas, and we'll see you guys next time.